All right, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Decide and Design, where we talk about choosing your own path, choosing your own growth. We talk about personal development and really creating a life around your purpose and not what others expect of you. And I think that's something that a lot of people can relate to, and that's why I started this show, because I just want to put good energy into the world, and I want to do my part, and part of that is me helping people design their life around, their values and what they really want to do with their life, because a lot of people are just kind of coasting, and the truth is that not everything is just always going to just work out. We have to be intentional with every single thing that we do, and we have to be very careful with how we choose to show up in the world, because at the end of the day, we only have limited time here, and we want to live a life that we're proud of. We want to live a life that has a mission and has a purpose, and that's something that every single person strives for. Being fulfilled in our lives. The way you find that is doing something that is greater than yourself and contributing to the world in your own unique way. So part of that journey is staying motivated, which is what today's topic is all about. Today's called How to Stay Motivated. And a lot of people get really, really confused with motivation, because it's one of these things that is kind of, the word's thrown out there a lot. Like you hear these like motivational speakers and stuff, and it's like, get up at 5 a.m., grind every single day. And I feel like a lot of them are doing, I don't want to say a disservice, but I don't think they're actually explaining what motivation really is. Because in my opinion, being motivated all the time, it's honestly, it's bullshit. None of us are going to stay motivated every single day. None of us are going to want to get up every day and just absolutely crush the world and, take over the world and do all this amazing stuff. It's just not realistic. It's just not. And, that's just a lot of what you see on Instagram and on the internet. And it's just like everything is all fluff, and you're only seeing the highlights of every single person's life. And it's messing with people, because they feel like they're like doing something wrong because they're not, maybe you're not getting up every single day and absolutely crushing it. And then you're going online and you're seeing these people do all these amazing things, and they're telling you that you're wrong for not being an absolute animal every single day. But the actual truth is that is bullshit, and you're not going to feel like that every single day. And that's just the truth. So how do we actually stay motivated? I almost don't even like using that word. But the beginning of every single journey it's kind of like a relationship. You kind of go through that honeymoon phase where everything is new, everything's fun. You're on like a different path, so you feel like you've like found this crazy answer to your life, and you have everything figured out, and it's exciting, and you have these butterflies in your stomach, and all of those feelings are good, and they're amazing. And if you haven't felt that, keep searching for it, because it's an amazing feeling. But eventually, just like a relationship, that runs out, and you step out of the honeymoon phase, and whatever your goal is or whatever you are working on is no longer new. And that's when all of these other things I'm going to talk about come into play. The first one being fear chasing. Now, this one comes kind of before this honeymoon, honeymoon phase of your new journey. So I'm gonna link these two together: fear chasing and having the courage to actually do something. So I'm gonna put those ones together. So that's like the beginning stage of every single journey. You have to be able to not be afraid to step into your greatness. And that sounds like a super simple thing. It's like, duh, like, of course how hard is it to actually go after a goal? And the truth is it's very hard, and a lot of people don't do it because they feel like they're behind, or they feel like it's too late, or they're already so far into another journey that they can't go back, they can't backpedal. And, it's never too late to step into your greatness and step into who you truly want to be in the world. I mean, I'm still young, but you hear I have a lot of older mentors and a lot of people that I work with that have a lot of wisdom. And obviously Kevin and Alan from Next Level University, I talk to them every single week, and the whole team. And just with talking with a lot of these successful people and a lot of people who have this wisdom and success, they say that it's never too late. They say that they're still trying to figure out. You ever heard like an old person like say that to you? Like, I'm still, like, they like joke around like, I'm still trying to figure it out. And the truth is like that's part of the game. Part of the game is actually like, you're never going to stop growing. The second you stop growing, you're going to feel empty. You're not going to feel fulfilled. You're going to feel like that your life kind of doesn't have like a purpose. And so stepping into your greatness and having the courage to go after what you really want in the world is going to help you. It's going to get you started on the right path. Let's just say that. It's going to get you started on the right path, and that's going to bring that honeymoon phase and help you with your motivation. These next three come into play when that wears down. So the next one is discipline. So when we start to lose the honeymoon feeling, and we start to lose all the excitement, and the goal that we're going after it gets hard, that's when discipline comes into play. How do we stay disciplined? It's very, very simple. Track what you do every single day. Track what you do every single day. I can't stress this enough. This is like something that I brought into my life this year, and I've never been more productive in my entire life. Let's just say that. Like, I literally map out every single thing that I'm doing in a day. And so we do this thing called peak performance tracking. I think I've talked about this on my show before, but basically we have like a Google sheet, and everyone on the team does at Next Level University. We have a Google sheet, and you put in, I think it's 12 things, 12 like non-negotiable things that you have to do every single day. And you just check it off. You just check it off as you do it. So like on mine, I have like my journaling practice, which I do every single day. I have like exercise. I have like stuff I do for the team. I have like batching my text messages and WhatsApp, which is basically it just means like, instead of like being on my phone all day, I choose one little time frame to go to my phone and respond to the people I need to respond to. That way I'm not like scrolling on my phone all day and, just being consumed. But yeah, that's just a couple examples. But basically you just type up a bunch of things that you want to get done every single day that are in alignment with your goal, and you just check it off every single day. And the thing is that you're not going to get like 100% days every single day, but like sometimes I feel really bad about myself because I get like a 50% day, but you have to remind yourself that this 50% is way more than I was doing before I started tracking my things. Before, when I wasn't tracking what I was doing in a day, I had no idea where my time was going. I thought I was like so busy until I started tracking, and it absolutely exposed me and really made me feel like shit, because I realized how much time I was wasting on my phone, watching TV, sitting around. It really opened up my eyes. So if I could give you one piece of advice, probably the most important one here, track what you're doing every single day, even, and make sure that it's in alignment with your goal and getting you closer to whatever goal that you want. The second one, you've heard me talk about this a lot lately. It's community. Luckily for me, being on the Next Level University team, I have a very strong community. I have two amazing mentors, Kevin and Alan, and talking with them every single week and being around people who have very high goals and, stay motivated every single week because we're counting on each other. That really, really helps me stay motivated and stay on my path. There's been times where I've gone through, just recently I've been going through like a really like dark, deep hole where I'm trying to figure everything out and I don't know what I'm doing, and I'm just trying to figure out this life thing. But having that community that loves me and also is motivated to be greater themselves has kept me on my path. I don't know what I would do if I didn't have that strong community with me. And I also have a strong community like with my immediate family and my girlfriend too. Like I just have a great community around me. I'm very, very lucky in that aspect. But if you don't, try to find people who are doing the thing that you want to do. So whatever your goal is, let's say it's to like be a bodybuilder or to get in the best shape that you can, you're going to have to start seeking people who are in the shape that you want. You're going to have to start seeking people who are into health. You're going to have to start spending time at the gym with like-minded people, basically. And what you can do is you can ask these people to jump on a call every single week, like maybe on Sunday, and use them as a accountability partner. And that's going to kind of create a community where you can be held accountable for your goals, and it's going to be a game changer. If you get around people who are like-minded and you start openly telling each other your goals and holding each other accountable for those goals, you're going to do amazing things. The other thing you can do is seek a coach. And this one's kind of hard because it's hard to like know where to even find a coach. But it's kind of along the same concept. Like seek a mentor who has what you want and use them, maybe even pay them to kind of like take you under their wing. And you can find that in like all different aspects of life. Like if you're trying to get a certain job, you find someone who's a master at that craft or who's very, very high up in that field, and you just use them as a mentor. Ask them questions, figure out where they started, how they got to where they're at. And it's the whole like proximity principle, just getting around people who are doing the thing that you're doing. The last one, actually, yeah, okay, this is the last one, but I kind of grouped two of them together like I did the first two. Why power, which I talked about last week, and growth and contribution. They kind of go hand in hand. Having a why for what you're doing is so unbelievably important. For me, it's it's being able to help my family. It's being able to inspire the people who are closest to me, become the best versions of themselves. Just having a reason for why you're doing what you're doing. There's nothing that's more motivating than why power. I used the example last week where it's like if there was a $20 bill in a burning building, would you go in and get it? Most people's answer is no. But if there was somebody you deeply cared about inside that building and it was about to collapse, you would be jumping in to save them. It's because your why power is there. the reason you would jump in there is because of the person. And that kind of goes hand in hand with growth and contribution. I said this earlier, you have to continue to grow while you're on your journey. The second you stop growing is the second you'll stop feeling fulfilled. Contributing is the part after that, where you're basically doing a service for people in the world. And I've been kind of playing with this idea that it doesn't really matter whether you're serving the 25 closest people around you or if you want to serve the world. Both are very, very important. You have to choose one of them. So I believe not everybody needs to impact millions and billions of lives, like celebrities, or, have be like the next Elon Musk and have the hugest aspiration in the whole entire world. Not everybody needs that. There is space for those people, but I don't think everybody is wired that way. And that's kind of a hot take, but that's just my opinion right now. But the other part is it could be very, very simple. It could be I want to change my family tree. I want to make enough money so my kids and my grandkids and their kids and their grandkids don't ever have to worry about money. Or even for this podcast, if this never makes it out to a lot of people and I never go quote unquote viral, at least I will be able to show this to my children or show this to my grandchildren or whoever comes after me, and they'll be able to know what kind of person I was, and I can help them with their lives even when I'm not here anymore. This podcast and this mission is so much deeper than just me saying a bunch of crap over the internet. It's way deeper than that. This is aligned with my deepest value, and the purpose behind all of this is so much more than I could ever express to you. And I've put myself in this position where I do want to impact a lot of people, but at the least I will impact those closest to me, and that's what matters most to me. If any of you, I'm going to unplug this again, another book club plug, but that's where, like I said before, that's where I've been kind of using, I don't really have a community set up for the people that listen to this podcast, so I've been kind of trying to get everybody onto book club so they can connect with me, connect with Alan, and connect with Next Level University and the team, and just get around like-minded people who are into growth and who are into becoming the strongest versions of themselves. So if that's something you're interested in, send me a message at b_low22, and I hope you guys enjoyed this one. I feel like this one was a little bit better than my past ones. I know I've been judging myself hard lately, but that's only because I've been dragged through the mud a little bit, and I've been slacking a little bit on these podcasts, and I feel a little bit guilt behind it, but I feel like I'm coming out of the hole that I was stuck in for a while, and I think these upcoming podcasts are going to be way more valuable to you guys, and I hope that you guys can take something out of every single one of them. So I appreciate you guys for listening. I will see you on the next one. Thank you.